Good day. Welcome to the Fanfiction Emporium. Today we will be reading Tears in Heaven by LittleMissMidnight. This is my frist fanfic. May tried to help Ash after Misty's death, but while she was helping, something grew in them. Could this be love? Advanced shipping and slight contest. A Pokemon fanfiction, last updated July 3rd, 2008. Tears in Heaven, Chapter 1. Please wake up Misty. Please wake up Misty. Misty, please wake up. Sir, I'm asking for you to wait here. But Misty needs me. I'm sorry, but I'm asking you to stay here. Let me in, please. I'm sorry. The hospital doors were slammed shut, and Ash fell to the ground, leaning on the doors. It's my fault, Pikachu. Pika-Pee. It is, Pikachu. If Misty and I didn't fought, this never will happen. Soon, a brown-haired girl with a green bandana came in running into hospital. The brown-hair girl saw a nurse who was heading to the emergency room. Nurse, do you know a girl with orange hair that came in? Yes, I do. I'm actually heading to her right now. Can you take me there? Of course. Come follow me. Thank you so much. The nurse was running to the emergency room where the brown-haired girl with a green bandana behind her. Soon, the girl saw Ash in a chair right next to the emergency door. Ash! Ash looked up and saw it was May. May? May came running to Ash and sat down next to him. Ash, is it true? What? About Misty and the accident? It's true. How did it happen? Misty and I had a fight. About what? Then Delia and Professor Oak came running to Ash and May. Dear, are you okay? I don't know. Don't worry, Ash. Misty will be fine. I hope so, Professor Oak. She will be fine, Ash. Everyone was waiting for the doctor. It was about past midnight till the doctor came out. May was sleeping on Ash's shoulder, and Delia and Professor Oak were chatting and having coffee together. Ash woke up May and saw the doctor heading towards Ash. Are you Ash Ketchum, Misty's boyfriend? Yeah, that's me. How is Misty, Doc? Well, we did our best, but she what, Doc? She's not breathing. Ash got up from the chair and grabbed the doctor's shirt. Misty is not dead! Calm down, Ash. Pikachu! Delia and Professor Oak hear this and ran to the doctor while May was hugging Ash so he won't bash up the doctor in some much anger. What is happening here, Doctor? Well, Misty is dead. She was dead on arrival. That's not true! Ash, please! You're waking up the other people! I don't care! Show me Misty now! Well, please follow me then. Ash and May followed while Delia and Professor Oak followed behind. They came in the room and saw Misty's body covered by a white blanket. Ash was so shocked that May had to help him walk to Misty. Ash pulled the cover and saw Misty's face. She was all pale and she was dead cold. She looked like she was sleeping, but this time will never wake up. Ash hugged Misty in tears. Not even Delia had seen her son cry like this before. Ash punched the steel bed with his fist that it started to bleed. It's all my fault! May hugged Ash to make him feel better. Ash, it's not your fault. Yes, it is! If we never fought, this will never happen. Ash, boyfriends and girlfriends always have fights. This is just one dose of unfortunate event that end up in an accident. Even Drew and I have fights that end up as death. Oh, Ash, it's going to be okay. Then Lily, Daisy, and Violet came in running and pushing Ash and May over. Ash landed on top of May. They looked into each other's eyes for a while until Lily yelled at him. You're a horrible person, Ash! You just killed our younger sister, you moron! Ash didn't kill Misty. What's this, Ash, a new girlfriend? May isn't my girlfriend. Why, you little moron. Why, you little stuck-up... Daisy and Violet hold back Lily and May, and Pikachu hold back Ash, which was about to end up as a fight. Delia and Professor Oak came in the fight and broke up the fight. Stop it, everyone! I bet if Misty wasn't here, she doesn't want you guys to fight here. Yes, you're right, Miss Ketchum. We can fight outside. Bring it on. Ash, enough. Yes, Mum. Yeah, Lily, let's go. They were here first. Fine, Lily, but after this I'm going to fight that moron over there. Why, you little... Ash, don't you finish that sentence. Yes, Mum. Daisy, Lily, and Violet headed out of the room. Nobody said anything. Ash and May were still on the floor. I think you need some fresh air, Ash. Yes, dear, go get some fresh air. Okay, Mom. May, can you go with Ash? I'm afraid there will be a fight in less than 5 minutes. Okay, Miss Ketchum. Ash and May headed outside in the cold, dark night. Ash and May sat down on a bench under a light post. May starts to lecture Ash. Ash, I don't believe you can talk like that after 2 years. Yeah, so what? I'm 16 now and you're 13. That doesn't mean you can swear your head off. Didn't you hear me, May? I'm 16. 16. I know what I heard, Ash. Ash walked away from May. May noticed that it was just making Ash much worse. May followed him to a tree where the only full moon was light. Ash was sitting under the tree crying again. May also noticed that Pikachu wasn't with him. May knew that he wanted to be alone, but with Ash so depressed that it was safe to not leave him alone. May went up to Ash and sat next to him. Ash was punching the ground again with the same hand covered in blood. May stopped him by grabbing his hand. I think Misty won't like to see her boyfriend hurting himself. Tell me something, May. What kind of boyfriend would kill his own girlfriend? Ash, you didn't kill her. It was just an accident. I don't think I want to be called her boyfriend after what I did to her. May put her hand on Ash's cheek and turned Ash toward her. You didn't kill her, Ash, and even Misty would say the same. Tell that to her freaking sisters. I think Misty wouldn't want to hear that about her sisters. But she said the same about them. She really said that? Yeah, but it was much worse. Oh, I see. Later on, they lay on the grass looking at the dark blue sky covered in a blanket of stars. May? Yes, Ash? I will never forgive myself if you ended up as a Misty. May started to blush. Well, I will do the same if that happens to you, Ash. Then Ash started to blush. Then a cold midnight breeze blew. We'd better go inside now. Yeah, they will be wondering what happened to us. Ash and May got up and headed back to hospital. Before they went in, Ash said something to May. Thanks, May. For what? For helping me to deal about Misty's death. Anything for my best friend. They both smiled at each other and headed into the hospital. Tears in Heaven by LittleMissMidnight. Chapter 2. White Roses. It was a few days after Misty's death, and it was raining very heavy. Everyone was in black with umbrellas over their heads. They were putting Misty into her grave. Everyone was throwing white roses into her grave just before they covered her grave. After the burial, Lily went up to Ash. After this, I don't want to see you face here again. I have a right. I'm her boyfriend. You were her boyfriend, Ash. You're not her boyfriend anymore. Not what you did to her. Shut up, lowlifer. What did you said? May was talking her boyfriend Drew at the time when she heard Daisy and Ash's voices yelling and about to start a fight. Drew, I have to go. Why? Well, Ash and Lily are about to have a fight. Well, I will be there in less than 10 minutes. Okay, see you then. Bye, love you. Love you too. May closed her cell phone and ran to Ash and Lily. May saw Pikachu holding Ash back and Daisy and Violet were holding Daisy back. Please, Lily, stop this! Violet and Daisy, let me go! Pikachu! Let me go, Pikachu. I'm really sick of this lowlifer. Then May came to Ash and hugged him from the back. Ash, this is Misty burial site. She doesn't want you two to fight here or anywhere else. Ash and Daisy both stopped. You're right, May. Well, you should have thought of that before you started to fight Ash. Yeah, well, thinking is hard for some people. Are you pointing at me, Ash Ketchum? Did I say you named Daisy? No. Well, next time think before you talk. Oh, wait! I remember you can't think. That's why you shut down the gym. You little moron. You lowlifer. Ash, let's go. We can go after this fight is over. May grabbed Ash's hand and dragged him away from Daisy. May dragged Ash to a shelter where everyone else was. I think it will be better if we came here tomorrow, Ash. Yeah. Then Drew came and headed to May. Hi, babe. Hi, Drew. You remember Ash, right? Oh, yeah, I remember now. Oh, Ash, I'm sorry what happened to Misty. If that happened to May, I don't know what I will do. That's really sweet, Drew. Well, I'm your boyfriend. I guess. Ash, I was going to ask you something about... May noticed that Ash wasn't next to her anymore. She looked around and saw Ash walking home in the rain with no umbrella. She realized that Misty just passed away, and seeing her and Drew together made Ash remember about him and Misty. Drew, when are you leaving? Do you want me to leave already? Of course not. I'm just saying that I might not come home with you back home. Why? As Ash's best friend, I have to be there for him. I'm afraid if I leave him, something bad might happen. I'm so glad to have a girlfriend as caring as you, May. Thanks, Drew. So how long are you staying? Maybe about 1 week. 1 week? Is there something wrong about that? No, it's okay. So, see you in 1 week? Yeah, okay, I'm going home now. Okay. Drew kissed May on the cheek. Bye, babe. See ya. When Drew left, May ran after Ash to see if he was okay. May was afraid that Ash could get a cold in this condition. Finally, May found Ash lying down on the wet, muddy road. May ran to Ash as fast as she could go. May picked up Ash, who was lying on the floor. May put her hand on Ash's forehead. Ash got a very hot fever. Pikachu, go get Miss Ketchum and tell her that Ash has a fever, while I will go to Ash's place and try to cool down Ash's fever. Pikachu! Pikachu ran back to Delia, while May headed to Ash's place. When May got there, she opened the door and put Ash on the sofa. May dried up Ash and put him into bed. May got a chair and sat right next to Ash. May looked at Ash. May could see why Ash was in so much pain. Misty's death had a big impact on Ash. May softly patted Ash on the head. May was worried that she might never see the Ash she knew 2 years ago. The eager Ash that always wanted to head to the next gym as fast as possible, or the Ash that loved his Pokémon so much. May was afraid that she will never see that Ash again. May was so tried for dragging Ash that she fell asleep right next to Ash. Later on, Delia arrived with Pikachu and saw May sleeping right next to Ash. Delia got a blanket to cover May. Delia patted May's head. I wish Ash had a girlfriend as caring as you, May. Then Delia left the room with Pikachu and headed to the kitchen to make some chicken soup for Ash and some for May. Later, Ash woke up and saw May right next to him. Ash patted May softly so she won't wake up. Then Pikachu walked into Ash's room quietly. Pikachu jumped onto Ash's bed. Ash hugged Pikachu. You were really worried about me, weren't you, Pikachu? Pikachu! And so was May. Delia walked into the room with 1 bowl of chicken soup. All nice and warm, perfect for a cold, wet, rainy day. Thanks, Mom. It's okay, dear. Then May woke up of the smell of chicken soup. May stretched and yawned. Is that chicken soup? Yeah, it is, May. Oh, Ash, are you feeling better? Yeah, thanks to you. Well, it was hard dragging, you know. I know. Well, May, your chicken soup is in the dinner room. Thanks, Mrs. Ketchum. Then Delia and May left Ash's bedroom and headed to the kitchen. May and Delia were eating their chicken soup when May asked a question. Miss Ketchum, can I ask a question? Yes, what is it, May? Ash said he and Misty had a fight before the accident. Well, all I know is that they had a big fight about something. What about you go and ask Ash? Yeah, good idea. May left the kitchen and headed to Ash's bedroom and sat down next to Ash, who was finishing his soup. Ash, can I ask something? Sure, what is it? What had you and Misty fought about? Well, it was about you, May. Why were you talking about me? Misty said while I was in her region, she said we had a relationship. Then our fight got more and more personal until I said something I should not have told her. After that, she got onto her bike and got hit by a truck. So it's my fault that Misty died? No, May, it's my fault, not yours. But you were talking about me. I said something bad that made Misty out of the house. Just because we were mentioning you doesn't mean you killed her, May. May ran out of Ash's room in tears. Ash got out of his room and followed May outside. Ash grabs his coat and boots and headed outside. Pikachu came up to Ash. Pikachu? Pikachu, I thinks it's better if you stay here. Pika? I need to find May. I scared because May could do something bad or even end up like Misty. I don't want that to happen to May. Pikachu! Just do it, Pikachu. Pika? Ash grabbed an umbrella and headed outside in the rain looking for May. May, where are you? A storm was closing in and the rain was getting even heavier than before. Ash was getting really worried. Finally, Ash found May at the edge of a bridge. May! Ash ran and grabbed May off the bridge. What the heck were you doing, May? You could have got yourself killed! That's what I was planning to do. Why do you want to do that? A murderer like me should not live. What the heck are you talking about? You and Misty were talking about me and that ended up getting Misty killed. That's not true, May. It was an accident. I don't care. It was still my fault. May got free of Ash's grip and headed back to the bridge and standing on the bar of the bridge. Ash ran up to May. May, please don't do this. You can't stop me, Ash. Think about everyone that cares about you. What about your little brother Max? I'm sure he doesn't want a dead older sister. I don't care anymore. I need you, May. I can't survive without you. Then suddenly, May slipped on the bar she was standing on. She fell, but luckily Ash had caught her by the hand. I'm not going to let you go. Ash, you're sick. You can't pull me up. Stop talking rubbish. I'm not letting you go. Ash pulled May up that Ash fell onto his back, and May got on top of him. Then they started to look into each other's eyes, and soon their faces came in closer and closer, just about to kiss, until a strike of thunder surprised them. They both got up. Well, Ash, thanks for saving me. I don't want you to end up like Misty. Well, we better go home. You still sick, remember? Yeah. Ash opened his umbrella and put under himself and May, both walking home together, holding hand in the cold, wet rain. Tears in Heaven by LittleMissMidnight. Chapter 3. A Bunch of Tears. A few days later, Ash and May returned to Misty's grave. Ash was holding a bunch of flowers, the same flowers he gave Misty on their first date. Ash softly placed down the flowers near Misty's gravestone. I really love her, May. I wish she could see that. Well, I can see that, Ash. I know that, May. We better go. Misty's sisters could come any moment. Ash and May start to walk away from Misty's grave, and were heading back to Ash's home, so May could pack her things back to Petalburg. They were in Ash's bedroom when Ash asked a question. May, you're leaving today, right? Well, yeah, why ask? Well, I thought that if it's okay if I come with you. I need somewhere I can't think about Misty. Well, sure. I'm sure Dad and Mom won't mind. Great. I'll tell Mom I'm going. Well, I'll call Mom and Dad telling them that you're coming with me. Later, Ash and May were at the port with their luggage beside them. Everyone came to say goodbye to them. Ash and May were going on board the ship when Pikachu was running after Ash. Ash stopped Pikachu from coming on board. Pikachu? I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm planning to go alone on this trip. You will just remind me of Misty if I do. I'm trying to move on, and May is going to help me. Pika? Promise next time you can come. Come on, Ash, it's time to go. We'll see you, little buddy. Pikachu! Then the boat's horn went, which meant the boat was leaving. Ash and May went on board the ship, waving and saying goodbye to everyone. Ash yelled at Tracy. Tracy, look after Pikachu while I'm gone, okay? Sure, Ash. Soon the boat disappears behind the sea, and soon it was night. Ash was outside looking at the sea. May came out from her room. Ash, it's getting dark. Yeah, I know. You sound sad, Ash. Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm just opening a new chapter in my life. That's great, Ash. It's showing that you're slowly moving on. Very slowly, May. You'll see that tomorrow is Misty and I 3rd anniversary. Why didn't you ever tell, Ash? You never asked. Yeah, I didn't, and you still told me. Well, let's head inside. Yeah. Ash and May both headed inside the room. Ash and May share a same room and bed since there were no more room on the boat. Ash and May looked at each other. So, how is this going to work? Will I sleep at the far right while you, Ash, sleep at the far left? Okay. Later, Ash was already in bed trying to get some sleep while May was already fast asleep. Ash turned around and was facing May, who was fast asleep. Ash couldn't stop looking at her. She was so innocent when she was asleep. Ash slowly and softly patted May on the head. I didn't know how beautiful you can be when you're asleep. After this, Ash turned around and went to sleep, but May heard what Ash said. Soon May slept with a smile on her face. Next morning, Ash and May were at Little Root, where Professor Birch was there to greet them. When the boat headed to the port, Ash and May finally got off the boat. Well, it's nice to see you again, Ash and May. Wait, where is Pikachu? I left Pikachu back at Pallet Town. Oh, I see, and I'm sorry about Misty. Professor Birch, can we not mention Misty while I'm here, okay? Oh, I see, you're trying to move on, right? Yeah, well, let's head back to my lab. We can talk more there. Everyone was heading back to Professor Birch's lab when Ash asked May something. May? What is it? Why did we end up here and not Petalburg? Well, Dad said that they are making the port at Petalburg bigger, so Professor Birch is bringing us there later on. So we are staying here for the night? No, we are just eating here, then we will head off to Petalburg. I should have known. After having lunch at Professor Birch's lab, they headed to Petalburg. Everything was going good until Professor Birch's car got a flat tire. What bad luck. What is it, Professor Birch? We seem to have a flat tire, but it's getting dark. Well, it looks like we have to camp here. Lucky I brought my sleeping bag. Good for you, May. Why don't you and Ash go get some firewood? Sure. Ash and May headed to a nearby forest and went looking for firewood. Soon, Ash and May had enough firewood to last them one night, so they started to head back to Professor Birch. May, are you sure you can carry all that firewood? Yep, okay then, we better hurry back to Professor Birch. When Ash and May were nearly back to Professor Birch, May tripped over a log since that her pile of firewood is covering her face. Ah! The firewood May was carrying went everywhere. Ash turned around and just caught May. Are you okay, May? Yeah, I'm fine. May looked up and saw Ash's face. She couldn't stop looking at Ash. Ash did the same. Their faces came closer and closer. Soon they were kissing. In fact, they were making out. Ash and May were so much in making out that Ash fell down to the ground with May. They were still making out. Soon they both opened their eyes and found out what they had done. They both got up. I'm sorry. Sorry? I just made out with my best friend and I already have a boyfriend. And your point is? You made out with me too, you know. Yeah, 'cause you made out with me. No way! No way yourself! May picked up some of the dropped firewood and headed back to Professor Birch. Ash picked the rest of the firewood and headed back to Professor Birch, all embarrassed because he had just made out with his best friend. Ash thought of what Misty would think of him now. Making out with his best friend, Ash thought of what he last said to Misty before she died. Flashback. How many times do I have to tell you that I love you, Misty? Stop lying, Ash. I know you're not in love with me. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be your boyfriend. I know you're cheating on me, Ash Ketchum. No way, Misty. Tell me, Ash, do you love me? Well, I don't remember the last time you said you loved me, not until May showed up here in Kanto. So tell me, Ash, do you love me or not? Ash was dead silent. You're in love with May, right? Since you got that ribbon, you cannot forget of her. Ash was still dead silent. Tell me, Ash, are you in love with May? All right, yes, I am. Misty was shocked. This time she was dead silent. Tears started to come out of her eyes. Misty ran out of the house, burst in tears. Misty! Misty was on her bike. She was so much in tears that she didn't see the truck heading towards her. Ash finally caught up to her, but this Misty was all covered in blood. Misty! End of flashback. Oh, Misty, please forgive me. Then Ash started to head back to camp where Professor Birch and May was, with that flashback still in his head. Tears in Heaven by LittleMissMidnight. Chapter 4, Sweet Dreams. It was the next morning, and Ash woke up with a big yawn and stretch. Ash got out of his tent and smelled eggs and bacon. May greeted Ash. "Good morning, sleepyhead." "Ha ha, very funny, May. Anyway, is that eggs and bacon I smell?" "Yep, and Professor Birch and I made it, and if you don't hurry I will eat your breakfast." "Don't you dare." "Well, hurry up and come get it." Ash got up and chased May, who had his breakfast. Professor Birch saw Ash and May chase each other just like they were still in love. Still, Ash couldn't catch up to May. May was tempting Ash to come and get his breakfast. "Come and get it, Ash. Please, May, give it to me. Come and get me first." "Fine, you asked for it." Ash ran and grabbed May and carried her over his shoulder and head back to camp. May struggled to escape. When Ash and May got back, Ash dropped May on the grass. "Hey, that hurt." "We'll never run with my breakfast again." "Fine." May gave Ash his breakfast, and Ash accepted and started to eat. After eating breakfast, everyone started to pack their things and put them in Professor Birch's car. When everyone was in the car, they headed to Petalburg. It was about lunchtime when they arrived at Petalburg. Ash and May got their things off of Professor Birch's car and drove off. May and Ash headed to May's home and rang the doorbell. "Hello, anyone home?" Nobody answered the door. "Maybe you should ring the doorbell again, May." "Good idea." May rang the doorbell again, and this time someone answered the door. It was May's mom, Carolyn. "Hi, Mom." "Hello, dear, and hello, Ash." "Hello again." "Well, come in." Everyone went inside and sat down in the living room. May started a conversation. "Mom, where's Max?" "His is on his journey in Kanto. He left a few days ago." "Oh, I see. Well, that's mean Max and I will have a battle soon." "I can't wait to see that. Why don't you put your stuff in the guest room, Ash?" "Thanks. I will do that right now." "Well, I will put my stuff in my room." "Okay, then. I will go and cook some dinner." "Oh, goody. Some of Mom's home cooking." Carolyn smiled and headed to the kitchen and started to cook, while Ash and May went to their rooms. When Ash finished packing his stuff away, he went to May. "Are you here?" "Yeah, I'm here, Ash. What do you want?" "Well, I was going to tell you something." "What is it, Ash?" "Well, May, Dinner's ready." Carolyn called out that it was time for dinner. Darn it. Ash punched the wall with anger. "Oh, well, you can tell me later, Ash." Sure." May left the room, and so did Ash. They were both heading to the dining room. May's dad, Norman, was already at the table. "May, it's nice to see you again." "Well, it's nice to see you again, Dad. You remember Ash, right?" "How can I forget a great trainer like Ash after the battle we had a few years ago?" "Yeah, that was a great battle." "Well, sit down and we can talk more." Ash and May sat down, and Carolyn took out a huge roast from the oven. "Yummy! Well, dig in, everyone." "Yippee!" So everyone did that, and soon the roast was all gone. After eating, everyone headed to bed. Ash was already in his bed when May entered his room. "Ash?" "What is it, May?" "You were going to tell me something." "What was it, Ash?" Well, Ash? I was going to tell you it was time to eat." May was disappointed. May thought today was the day Ash would tell his feelings to her. "Oh, okay. Well, good night, Ash." "Good night, May." May was heading out of Ash's room when Ash called her back. "May, what is it this time? Sweet dreams." "Sweet dreams to you too." May headed out of Ash's room with a big smile on her face. May went to bed still with a big smile on her face. Tears in Heaven by LittleMissMidnight. Chapter 5. Tears of a Broken Heart. It was the next morning, and Ash was still asleep in his room. "Oi, sleepyhead, wake up!" "What? Who's there?" Ash turned around. It was May. It's me, May. Oh, good morning, May. Good morning? It's afternoon already. What the heck? What time is it? 2 o'clock? Why didn't you wake me up? Well, I couldn't be bothered to wake you up. Anyway, we have to go to somewhere today. Where are we going? To see Drew? Oh. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Be ready then. Sure. After that, May left Ash's room. Ash got up slowly from his bed. Ash didn't really wanted to see May and Drew together. It made him jealous, and he still hasn't told his feelings for her. Ash kicked the wall with angry. Darn it! Why can't I tell her? It's only 3 words. Ash kicked the wall again, but with more power. This time May heard this and went rushing into Ash's room. May saw Ash's head against the wall, looking very distressed. Ash, is everything all right? I'm fine. You don't look like it. Well, I am. You sure? Yes, now leave. Pfft, don't have to be so angry. May left Ash's room again, and Ash still had his head against the wall, looking distressed. After 15 minutes, Ash and May were ready and were at Drew's place. Drew was currently staying at a hotel. It was the Pokey Hotel. It was the most expensive hotel in Petalburg. When they got to Drew's room, they went to his room and rang the doorbell. Drew, are you here? Nobody answered. Do you think he is home, May? I'm sure. If he wasn't, he would call me. Okay then, ring the doorbell again. May rang the doorbell again, and there was still no reply. May decided to knock, but before May could knock, the door opened by itself. Ash and May looked at each other and decided to enter. Ash and May looked around. May heard a sound coming from Drew's bedroom. She put her ear next to the door. It sounded like Drew was someone else. May opened the door slowly and couldn't believe what she saw. It was Drew making out with Dawn. What the heck? Ash heard this and ran to May. Ash couldn't believe what he saw. How could you do this to me, Drew? I loved you, and this is what you give to me? Babe, don't call me babe, you cheater. May, calm down. Ash, how can I calm down when my boyfriend had just cheated on me? Babe, listen, don't call me babe. I'm not your girlfriend anymore. Fine then, May. Listen to what I'm going to say, because I'm only saying them once. Get to the point already. Okay, May, I never liked you. I was using you. The one I really love is Dawn. Tears started to run down May's face. You used me? Yeah, didn't you hear that? You horrible person, Drew! May ran out of the room without tears running down her face. May! Well, she was always a crybaby. Shut up, you, Drew. Ash ran out of Drew's room, chasing after May. Meanwhile, May was still running and crying. Then a truck was heading May's direction. When Ash finally caught up to May, it was just like before. May was on the road, just like Misty. May! Tears in Heaven by LittleMissMidnight. Chapter 6. Golden Stairs and the White Feather. Let me in. I can't let you in, sir. I need to see her. I'm sorry, but you cannot go in. Then the nurse shut the door of the emergency room. Ash looked at the small window of the emergency door. May was in a critical condition. There was blood on her top and her pants. Ash couldn't bear the sight. This was just like how Misty ended up. Ash couldn't take another death from someone he loved all his life. Ash punched the wall. Soon tears came out of his eyes. Drew and Dawn were heading to the emergency room and saw Ash bursting out in tears. Dawn came to Ash and put her hand on Ash's shoulder. Drew was just too shocked to help and left for some fresh air. Meanwhile, Dawn and Ash were waiting outside the emergency room, sitting on the chairs. May will be fine, Ash. Ash was silent. It was hard to believe that it was happening again. His biggest fear was coming back to life. I don't want her to die, Dawn. May is strong. She will make it. Ash was holding his hands, praying that his nightmare won't happen again, while Dawn was patting Ash on the back softly to make him feel better. May, wake up. Hmm? Who's that? It's me, Misty. Misty. Open your eyes, May. May opened her eyes. She looked around. Everything was white. The ground was as soft as feathers. The breeze was light. Misty was in a white dress, with a white feather in her hair. May was also in a white dress. May looked more to her left and saw golden stairs heading towards the sky. Misty, where am I? Well, this is a place you go before you go to heaven. You mean I'm dead? Not yet, anyway. May started to cry. I don't want to be dead. I don't want to leave my friends. I know how you feel, May. That's why I haven't walked up those stairs yet. Why? Well, when I died, I said to myself that before I go to heaven, I want someone to look after Ash. Ash? Yeah, but you died because of me. Well, I don't know about that. Anyway, when Ash and I had a fight, Ash said something to me. What did he say? When I asked him if he liked you, guess what he said? He said no. No, he said yes. He did? Yeah. May wiped away her tears and smiled. You like Ash, don't you? What? Do you like him? Would you get angry if I said yes? No, I'm actually very happy. Why? 'Cause I know I can go to rest now in peace. Misty stood up and started to head to the golden stairs. May stood up as well. Where are you going, Misty? I'm going to rest now. How do I go back? Just close your eyes. But how come you didn't do that? Ever heard of the saying, if you love them, set them free? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing now, and if I did go back, Ash and I will never be happy. Now go and see Ash. Okay. And May? Yeah? Tell Ash that I forgave him, and I also saw you and Ash making out. You did what? Misty just smiled and walked up the stairs. May closed her eyes, and when she woke up, she saw herself in a hospital. She wasn't wearing the white dress anymore. She was wearing her normal clothes again. She looked to her left and saw Ash sleeping beside her. She patted Ash softly and slowly. Ash started to open his eyes. Ash saw May lying down on her bed awake. Ash holds May's hand and puts it against his cheek. I'm so glad you're awake now, May. Ash? Yeah. When I was asleep, I saw someone. Who was it? It was Misty. Ash dropped May's hand. What did she say? She said that she forgives you, and she also saw our making out a few days ago. She did what? That's what I said. What else did she say? She also said that she loved you very much. She really said that? No, but I could tell in her smile. Well, I see. Yeah. Both stayed silent until Ash said something. May? Yes, Ash? I've been trying to tell you something for a while now. What is it? Well, it's that, May, I, really like you. Well, Ash, I really like you too. Really? Yeah. Ash got up with excitement. Yes! Calm down, Ash. How can I calm down? I've been waiting for you to say that for a long time. Well, I guess. When you get better, I'm going to tell the whole world how much I love you. Well, I will do it too. Ash sat back down next to May. May sat up next to Ash and gave him a big kiss on the lips. With so much pressure, Ash fell down onto May's bed. Then suddenly they started to make out again. Then out of the blue, one of May's nurse came in to give May's daily medication. When she entered, she saw Ash and May making out. Ash and May looked at the nurse, who was petrified of what she had just saw. This is a bad time, isn't Miss May? Yeah. I will just leave your medicine on the table, okay? Sure. The nurse put the medicine on the table and left Ash and May alone in May's room. And then the nurse put a Do Not Disturb sign on May's door. And the nurse smiled as she walked away while Ash and May were making out still. Then May's bedroom window suddenly opened. Ash and May stopped making out, and a white feather blew in. May recognized the feather. "What's the matter, May?" "Well, I recognize this feather." "Really? Where have you seen it before?" "In Misty's hair before she'd left." "So you mean she was just here?" "Yeah, and maybe she just saw us making out again." "She did what?" "Never mind, Ash. She is happy for the both of us." "How do you know?" "She told me before she left." "Where did she go?" "She went to heaven." "Oh." They both were silent. May put the white feather into her hair. Ash and May both got up from the bed and looked out the window. They both looked at each other and kissed. "I love you so much, Ash. I love you so much as too." They both held hands and kissed again and looked out their window, smiling at heaven. The end. Was cheating? Thank you for tuning in to the Bad Fanfiction Emporium. We will see you next time with another bad fanfiction.